Yes, I did it. I went and bought the Switch version, saw all the reviews, I saw all the horrid negative responses, and I thought, well, I gotta find out for myself. And this is my first time launching it up, and it's froze. It's not pulling up the menu, so I'm finding out for myself. And thanks to the magic of editing, the menu appears as quick as a hiccup. Alright, yeah, so I reloaded the game and actually played some matches to make sure it's going to stay. I'm going to do a couple of verses to show you guys some things I found along my way to making sure it wasn't going to crash. And it may crash along the way to doing that. This is the mess that I'm pretty sure everyone's calling it to be. You know, I see 4 or 5 articles. I see Ed Boon's apologizing, saying things are going to be fixed. And that's all it took for me. I was like, I just want to go do this for myself and get real raw reactions to whatever I'm about to fall into. And I fell into it all right. Let me show you some of what I fell into. I mean, first of all, the trees seem to look worse than they just did. They kind of look like Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2003 era of trees. Alright, so if you want to see every character you're kind of moving across to, you kind of have to do this. I don't know, wait for each one of them to load. Well, I'm not a very patient man, so I just gonna move around and, you know, land on somebody here. Melina. I don't care to see all of them load in anyway. Not at this point.
General Shao. Cyrax.
This is absolutely epic. I have to show you guys this. It is the greatest fatality in the world. I love it. I don't think it'll ever be beaten.
Hanging Gardens. Your family won't hold the throne forever.
You won't be the one to take it from us.
Yeah, her head and neck is not even officially attached to her body. You can see through. Same thing with Shao Kahn. It's that way with all. And we're sitting here forever just staring at each other. I guess this is the game loading. I thought I froze again. I was like, God, I can't even make it into a fight. I froze a second time, and then all of a sudden, you know, Melina took a strike Shao Kahn. In this case, Shao Kahn took a strike. Now, I've seen that people have screenshotted that face on Melina and used it for their articles. So I think everybody has seen that at this point. The input is so sad. I mean, these combos that naturally flow for me on the PS5, and I think his axe already is glitching. Look at that. His axe is everywhere. It's everywhere but in his hand. That is the combo that I've been trying to do this entire time. I can sit there and freely flow that on the PS5. Oh, Goro saved him. Can't have that.
Not a word of this to anyone.
Round 2. Fight.
I wasn't even on the screen no more. There goes that axe handle deal flying around everywhere again. that is not what I did not want to show you guys that. But, I mean,
Wins.
not only is his head stuck in the air, his neck is now stretched. It's kind of like Quan Chi's Fatality on Deadly Alliance, you know, where he stretches, stands on their shoulders and stretches their neck. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the character select here. That's not the Fatality, that's the Brutality. I still owe to show you the greatest Fatality that's ever existed in Mortal Kombat history, and I'm going to do that. Just apparently going to do that with a different character now. Li Mei.
Li Mei.
And we're going to beat up Sub-Zero.
Cyrax. Frost. Sundo.
Conspiring against the Empress is a serious crime.
What's the penalty for killing a first constable?
You have a real attitude problem, Bihan. She has plenty of time to sit and think about how she's going to kill you, though, because, I mean... Or I could tell you guys my life history, you know, like one of those YouTube videos where you look up to work on your car and you need to know how to change a starter or a spark plug, and the guy tells you his life story before you eventually skip halfway through the video and he's finally changing the part. This creates the perfect opportunity for that. I'm guessing you're going to lose your little ice spike everywhere. No telling where that thing's going to end up on the screen. Starting off smooth, but it will drop at some point. I know it. This is probably the smoothest it's ran, I think, so far, for that long. See, I couldn't keep that combo in the corner. I keep connected. Just doesn't want to run as smooth and as fluent, obviously, as the other console versions. Which, I knew that going from the start. This game wouldn't run as fluent, smooth. The graphics wouldn't be that great. And you know, I honestly could deal with these graphics if it wasn't for the fact that if you get close enough, their head's not really attached to them. That's a deal for me. Deal breaker. Also, moving forward and jumping up in the air for some reason, like I just did, that's not right. That was wrong. This is all I'm stuck being able to do. I mean, really, I know I'm not like a great Mortal Kombat player over here or anything, but the thing is, I'm jumping around when I'm trying not to jump around. I'm going to hit combos, and you have to get it just right. There's such a... the input delay or lag on this game, there's something going on there. And the moves just will not go all the way through. Okay, I gotta make sure not to uppercut. Just because I was making sure I didn't want to uppercut, I lost that round. Are you kidding me? See if I can concentrate and get through this. Just start spamming like I usually do with Raiden. Can't get the combo to run smooth. Usually I can just repeat it over and over and over again. Can't even spam on this thing, it's so bad. Finally. Alright, the greatest fatality in the world, guys. Check this out. Look at that. He's gonna explode. What exactly?
Fatality.
A flash?
May wins.
Look at that. Isn't that the greatest thing you've ever seen? I told you guys. I didn't disappoint you. That is the greatest fatality. Look at that. You can hear it repeating. You can sit here and hear it repeat while it proceeds to load. Forever. Okay, it actually loaded faster that time. Look at that. You can still hear it going off. Fatality's just sitting there repeating for you to see in case, you know, you're not understanding how it's the greatest thing in the world just yet. You can just keep listening to it. You can go back and just keep listening to it over and over. Let's listen together. One more time. See, isn't that the most amazing fatality ever? Man. Can't beat it. I promise you I'm not being sarcastic. None whatsoever. I would never. Alright, let's try to get through the towers. If it's possible. 6 opponents. Lee May is an issue because I had more difficult time getting her combos in. Let's try Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung.
Shang Tsung. Let me say that correctly. Okay, as a kid playing the arcade version from the South, like I've said before, it was just Shang Tsung. That's what we called him. I know it's Shang Tsung, but I always say Shang Tsung. Maybe both are correct. I don't know. I've heard both. As I said, growing up, all I heard was Shang Tsung. So, you know, I gotta stop making that voice because that's just... There's gonna be some friends I have that really do talk like that. Watch this and be maybe a little upset with that.
Serena.
Pick Serena. Keep it on medium difficulty. That I may regret. Shang Tsung might also, and like everyone else, the Nintendo Switch, I'm not able to get their combos to just fluently, smoothly flow. Again, I know the Switch version is not going to look as good. It's not going to be able to run as great as its counterparts, obviously. But this is just unacceptable. I mean, look at this black screen. Again, long enough for me to tell you, campfire story if I need to. Here we go. Serena looks severely off.
Round 1.
She looks like a prostitute that stuck her pictures on Backpage. Shang Tsung looks like a freshly shaved Shijinko. So Zero's wanting to spam, so you know what? I might have to meet you there because apparently I can't do combos. I can't do combos with anybody, and I know that's a combo. Okay. There it is. There it is again. That was not the combo. There we go. Combo leading into what? I forgot the name of those. Or the name of that. Basic attack. Pulse check. Okay, I take pulse check and I move straight into spinning spikes with Shang Tsung. That's kind of my combo with him. And it flows really smoothly on the PS5 here. I actually have to tap X twice just to get it to register the one hit. Yeah, that's exactly what I have to do. Let's pull him. MK2 arcade when all I used to do was throw the 3 flames. Sub-Zero will just back up a little bit and get off my case. Oh, did I get it? Yeah, there's like this little freeze if you get it. That's how you kind of know you get it. I had some issues with fatalities. Like I said, input issues. I cannot get his first fatality to work, so I decided to pull up all the fatalities and do his second one.
Fatality. Jang soon will.
It looks horrific. I mean, it's supposed to look horrific, but in a cool way, not in the way where I'm going to think about that image in my sleep for the rest of the night. Woof. I'm getting a little nauseated. I'm not going to... I mean, I'm over on a curved monitor. I get this obviously hooked up in my capture card. And this is just... It's nauseating. You know, I thought, okay, it's going to be bad. People... You know, obviously I got the warning from how many articles were posted. Ed Boon talking about an apology and all this. And then, or fixing the game. Not an apology, I think, just talking about fixing it. So, you know, I got more games with the Switch, obviously. But I thought, I'll at least be able to do versus modes. Maybe some towers. Like, and I can take it places with me. It'd be in the Switch.
Fight.
Yeah. I still have 11 on the Switch sitting around here somewhere. And I may be doing some videos on it for comparison. I may put 2 videos together back to back. I might do a tower playthrough on this game and then a tower playthrough directly followed by 11, or I might reverse that order. I'm not sure. Probably this game first since it's what everyone's talking about. Or I might just do a versus match and then a versus match on 11. Then a tower on here and a tower on 11, something of the sort.
Round 2. Fight.
The question still remains, can I even get to the tower? Am I gonna find something else to freeze? They've already had Shao Kahn's axe handle just flying around the screen. Pretty sure I did see Sub-Zero's pretty much instantly leave his hands as soon as he tried to gouge out my eyes with it, or whatever he was attempting to do. So far, Ashra has kept her sword in her hand, but you never know where it might go flying. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to flame skull my way all the way through this thing here. Because those frame rate drops, like right now, that is doing me in. And the fact that I have to hit this combo differently. Oh boy. You know, that combo on the Switch controller is YXA. I'm having to go YXX just to get that second hit to connect. I don't know if it's because I'm going too fast for the Switch to comprehend.
Finish her.
Did I finally get it? Yes! I slowed it down. I slowed it way down. I was trying to get this earlier when I wasn't recording. I was just trying to make sure the game was going to work and never could get it.
Fatality.
That
Jang soon will.
looked horrible, and I think that's her sword right there. Well, the sword survived it. Or is that like a... I don't know what that is. Is it a piece of ice coming out of the ground? Did I change the color of her sword? This is just absolutely worse than I could have imagined, and I don't know how that's possible because I set my expectations very low. Considering the problems I had with 11. I had Mortal Kombat 11 on Switch. And I just... You know, it played fine. For the most part, it had a bunch of disconnects, but... it ended up being the reason I stopped using the Switch to begin with. And got rid of it. And now I'm here with another one. For another Mortal Kombat title. So Nintendo's making money off me just on Mortal Kombat alone. Just so I could see a comparison difference. And this doesn't... I mean, Shang Tsung, he doesn't even look like the same man. I guess the water doesn't look all that bad. I mean, as it could look. Trying to remain positive about that, you know. It always could be worse kind of mindset. I mean, I'm over here just shooting flaming skulls because I can't get combos to input correctly. How worse can it get? It's not a good way to play the game. It's the way that I do play the game on Invasions, don't get me wrong. Any of you guys see that when I play with Raiden, all I do is electromagnetic shock over and over and over again with Raiden. But that's with all those modifiers flying around. I mean, this is just tower. It's just medium difficulty. Oh, I got something for you. You like doing that? I can do that. You did have to miss every one of those, didn't you? No. His combo wouldn't work either. I got his combo down pat. I had to use him in Invasions for a certain particular match that you have to use him in. I got so flabbergasted by the fact that that combo of his wouldn't work. Nobody's combos, I'm entering them literally too fast for the game to register the combos. And I'm so used to playing on the PS5 right now that I'm going for these combos and they're just not going through. This is a sad, sad state of affairs. Man, people who spent money on this game, $70 for this. I think you spent for the Ultimate Edition to get it a week early. And you can't even play Invasions all the way through. That blows my mind. Well, this one's taking a minute. I'm starting to worry.
Round one, fight.
Oh, come on. Of all the times I need the combo to go through, I can't even get the input for the special move to go through. Alright. I mean, how many flames have to hit you to kill you?
Round two, fight.
Back to the throwing flaming skulls. What? Shang Tsung did say I will become you, so I might as well. Uh-oh. Yeah, come take this fatality. Brutality. And the head still is hanging in the air with a stretched neck. I mean, I guess a stretched neck would sort of... Maybe... No, it doesn't make sense. Map. Don't know why it's there. Don't... I definitely couldn't tell you why it's floating. I mean, maybe the fact that it's Mortal Kombat. Oh, I forgot about the mirror match. I thought Shang Tsung finally the end of this. No, I gotta face him twice. I'm not near the end yet. Well, I mean, I'm near the end. Just... Oh, boy. I'm gonna do more videos of this, like I said. Some kind of comparison or something, but...
Round one.
And because it might be hilarious to see the pre-rendered graphics of the cutscenes switch to these. Like, oh my god, look at that background. Yeah, that would be funny. The story mode. I mean, to getting hit by Shang Tsung is not funny, however. Look at that. Look how bad that looks. Like, I can't even focus on fighting. I'm so lost into how bad that looks. I need you to back up for a second. So I can... Do you imagine going from the cutscene of the story to that? Well, I imagine some of you have if you can make it through the story mode. Wonder how many crashes will be in that experience. That's like a 5-hour, 6-hour experience right there.
Round two. Fight! Finish him.
Let Serena finish it off and see. God, the pixelated mess she just come out of the ground looking like.
Fatality. Shang Tsung wins.
Eesh. But did he really? Does anybody? I mean, I can't imagine anybody's saying they feel like they're winning playing this. Except maybe Charlie Sheen and a shitload of cocaine. I can see that. That might be the only person that would say winning, why this game's going on in the same room.
Round one. Fight.
I'm gonna try to just furiously fireball my way through this fight. To see if it can be done. Because every combo input that doesn't work, I'm gonna get destroyed for it. Oh god, he's getting close. Here we go. There we go. Yeah, just cheese it. Because, I mean, really, what am I gonna get over here and do a combo? If I don't remember to press X twice, it's not even gonna go through. Man, it's going through a couple of times here. Is a piece of like my outfit is dangling around, stretching across the screen here. Why do you have to be blocking? Oh, what is this? Oh, look at this. Frame rate drop. Complete loss of hair on Serena's part. She just went and, you know, had a haircut while I was, you know, in the most significant fight of my life. Ah! Oh my god. I thought his eyes were already popping out of his skull on the PS5 version. Quan Chi's eyes are just a hairline away from being removed. This looks absolutely horrible, and it is, what is this, 8 frame rates per second right now? Or worse? Yeah, complete loss of audio. Oh, it's back.
After escaping Lei Chin prison, I was hounded by the Imperial Police. I needed a place to hide and to recuperate while I plotted the best way forward. I knew the remote canton of my youth would be perfect. To escape capture, I traveled by sea. Little did I know that a gargantuan storm was brewing. My tiny craft was smashed apart. I closed my eyes, waiting to drown, hoping that the Netherrealm wouldn't claim my soul. But when I reopened them, I found myself not in hell, but on a deserted island. From its ruins, I could tell that great sorcerers had once lived there. In the caves beneath the ruins, I found what I can only describe as a well of souls. Once I learn how to wield its power, I will become invincible.
Well, there you have it. That's the first 30 minutes or 35 minutes of Mortal Kombat 1 on Nintendo Switch. Just first impressions after, again, seeing the title of the articles. I didn't actually click on anything. I was just like, you know, well, I've been wanting a Switch, so I picked up a Switch. Again, the OLED version, which I think I've already told this story during this playthrough. and a few other games to go with it, of course. And I thought, even no matter how bad it is, it can't be as bad as 11. Well, it's 11 times worse than 11. At least I could probably do versus fights, right? I did know that Invasions right now is not available. I did know about that. I read somewhere about that at some point when I saw that Ed Boon had said there would be patches and fixes. That is one article I did see. But that article didn't state what actually was going on with the game. It didn't state, if there was frame rate issues, if it was crashing issues, whatever. Like, that's what I experienced with 11. It was more just a lot of crashes. And a few gameplay bugs and issues there, and obviously the graphics not being up to par. But I want to say, I'm going to have to go back to be sure, but I want to say 11 looks better than this one. And I could see somebody out there going, yeah, of course 11 will look better than the first one. I could see someone saying that. But, we're talking years later, it's supposed to be the better game, and it looks worse, and it has so many bugs. And we're in the early launch of it, stages. There's been no update yet that I know of. Then again, maybe there was, and that downloaded with the game. I don't know. When I was installing the game, I did check out the little, I guess, demo is what it lets you play while it downloads in the background. I checked that out for a few minutes, so technically that freeze was my second launch, but the first launch of the full game, full version. But that little demo version that you play when the game downloads in the background was... The frame rates dropped so bad during fatalities you couldn't perform them. It was impossible. So it was, in fact, in a lot of ways unplayable. And I know that word's probably been thrown out there a lot. I still wouldn't say unplayable, but it's definitely got some serious, serious issues that I can see now when he's talking about, Ed Boon talking about being addressed. And I just don't know. I mean, I know this had to be ported over by someone else. I don't know who. I don't know the ins and outs of that. I don't do a lot of reading about video games on the internet. I read a lot about World War II, World War I. I watch a lot of videos on World War II, World War I. I watch a lot of top 10 lists of the best football plays of the week, soccer and American football. I watch top 10 lists of wrestling. I listen to Jim Cornette's podcast and Joe Rogan's podcasts on YouTube. I don't look up Mortal Kombat channels. I don't read about Mortal Kombat stuff. And I'm a huge Mortal Kombat fan. I'm a huge Metal Gear fan, and I'm a huge Diablo fan now. And I don't get on the internet and read about what people say anymore because that just ruins it. So that's why I don't know. I truly don't know anything other than I got on my phone and I went to the Mortal Kombat 1 Wikipedia to search for some information that I wanted to put in the description of some of my videos, so they would have some kind of description because I didn't really have anything to put. And when I just searched Mortal Kombat 1 Wiki, for whatever reason, I scrolled right past the Wikipedia page because that would have been the first thing, and I caught a glimpse of the Nintendo Switch mess. And I decided to search Mortal Kombat 1 Switch, and then boom, that's where all the problems. I start seeing articles, and I see the one article by the BBC, I think is who it was by. And so I read that article, saw what Ed Boon had said about this version, but it was very small in comparison to all the touting off about, being at their peak after 30 years and all kinds of other stuff. It really didn't go into the details of the many problems. It's just that people were upset and this game had some issues, and they were kind of kicking the Switch version a little bit. I didn't realize it was this. So yeah, that is money well spent, ladies and gentlemen. I bought a Switch so I could bring you 40 minutes of Mortal Kombat 1 in the most disastrous form possible. I hope you enjoy it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to make more videos. Comparisons with Mortal Kombat 11 for sure. And I may even play through story mode with commentary this time, just because I think it'll be interesting to see. Can I make it? Is the question. Two things for this video, when and if I do it. A, can I make it? And B, what is it going to be like to go from pre-rendered cutscenes, which I'm sure it's going to have, into the boom, horrible graphics and stages on this game. So, how long does it take to crash? I guess is a better question. Can I make it? Not in this state of condition. I don't think you can make it all the way through. You know, that'll take some video editing on my part to make it seem as I did. But nonetheless, I hope you guys enjoyed, and will join me for more Mortal Kombat videos. I have plenty of stuff on the PS5 edition. I have the invasions going on right now. I have finished it, but I have them in a series, I think, of 17 videos is what it ended up being, and they're scheduled for each day at around 6 o'clock Central PM, so be sure to check those out. They're really awesome. I had a lot of fun with the invasion videos. The story mode doesn't have any commentary, but all my invasion videos have commentary, and I had a lot of fun doing them. I had a couple of slip-ups in there, like I usually do with talking, and they were just a lot of fun to make, and I think they're really worth checking out. I actually went back and watched one of my own videos for maybe the first time ever, and I honestly thought it wasn't that bad myself. I hate my voice, so you know, if you get a chance, be sure, if you're interested in Invasions and Season 1 and everything to do with that, also have, if you don't care for spoilers, also have the ending of the Season 1 Invasions boss battle if you want to go check that out too. So, plenty of MK1 content to come, and I'll see you guys in the next Mortal Kombat 1 video. Thanks for watching.